Hey, February boy here. Got another video. Basically, this video is going to be one that I just did one on anxiety. I'm going to do one on anxiety, but I want you to listen to what I got to say about why I think what caused my anxiety. So I'm going to go through a bunch of scenarios, and we're at the end. I will tell you why. So with that being said, we're going to do this different. If you like, comment, or share, or subscribe to my videos, it'd be nice. So here we go. Okay. Uh, During my life when I was younger, say in my teens and stuff, I did a lot of self-medicating back in the 60s. Uh, so alcohol, drugs, whatever. Been been there, done that, did a lot of it. From the time I was 13, 14, all the way up until I was 28 years old. So we could say that maybe that's what caused my anxiety. But I don't know. I've got other ideas on what really caused my things. When I was younger, around 15, 16, I lost a couple of people that I actually went to see at the hospital, and they passed away with a few minutes after I'd been there. So that used to give me a lot of trouble. Made it so bad that I couldn't even go to hospitals for years. Um, I can go now, but I rather not because it will bring on an anxiety, which I have to watch. So now for sure. Um, the, uh, then when I went into the Air Force, I had a lot of issues going on back then. The Air Force was great. I mean, people might not know it, but I really loved the Air Force. I actually did it, but I had so many issues going on at one time that it made it very difficult on me. I lost my friend that I went into the service with. We both went in at the same time. I went exactly a month ahead of time because I just wanted to get away from everything else. So basically, I went on in, and then he came a month later. Well, anyways, while I was there, and I was actually stationed in Denver at the time at Lowry Air Force Base, I get a letter saying that my friend they found cancer in his leg, and so they amputated his leg. So that was really stressful at the time. Uh, I don't know if it brought on anxiety attacks or because I was so much thinking about somebody else instead of myself. To me there's the story. If you're thinking about something else or somebody else, then your anxiety doesn't always hit you right then. So that happened. Of course, I lost a lot of people that I went to basic training with because it's during the Vietnam War. So basically, that too was stressful. And then, of course, it's another story. I was not happy with the Vietnam War, but that's why. And you say why go in the military? Well, at the time we were required to. It was not like it is today. It wasn't voluntary. You got a draft notice, and I was 1A, so I was going into some branch of the military. But I took the test for the Air Force, and I did pass all the tests. I could have had any job I wanted, but I took the first opening, so I just because I wanted to go then. Um, that's another time, another story altogether. Um, Basically, after that, um, I got married. We had I had ended up having 5 kids born, but we had 7. 2 of them My ex-wife calls them rainbow children because they died, miscarried and died before birth. So we would have had 7 if that was, if they would have lived or made it, or how you want to say it. But anyways, I don't think that, I don't know if that's caused my stress either. There's other issues. Basically I'm OCD too, so there could be a problem there. I'm so OCD. I don't know if you guys know it, but your plates in your house that cover your electrical stuff, your switches and everything, there's screws on there. These screws have to be straight up and down. All screws. I mean, everywhere I've moved, if they weren't, I changed them up and down. This is my OCD. I can't stand to see it. Go to somebody's house and they have a crooked picture. I cannot stand watching paper towels if they're not tore off evenly. I cannot handle that. Dishes not being done. I cannot handle that. There's so many things that they're issues. One of the biggest issues, and it's really bad, is because I love to go out to. I used to love to go out to breakfast. I'd go out to breakfast, but the problem is if somebody sneezed or blew their nose while I'm eating and sitting somewhere else, that was an issue. Me, I always, if I had to blow my nose to get up, I would get up and go to the bathroom to do this. I mean, sometimes I know you can't hold that sneeze back, but I would try very hard too, because it was an issue with me. So that's a lot. Well, the OCD is an issue, and I still have it. I don't like to be outside. I don't like to go around people. The only people I like to be around is my kids, grandkids, and people like that. So I have no problem with that. I don't seem to have it. I mean, maybe if it was dealing with them all day long, maybe that would be a problem, but they're not a problem. They're my kids. But there's those are some of the issues, and then when I was 28 years old, all the self-medicating and the alcohol and smoking and everything, I quit it all cold turkey. Quit just one day, just threw everything away and never touched a drug unless it was prescribed by a doctor, or never drank alcohol hardly. I drank alcohol when I was later on in life because a little bit, but back then I quit everything. Quit smoking. I quit smoking for almost 18 years. And it was a cold turkey. And I did all this at once. So what happened then is I got very sick. I was sick for about a year or two. I mean, really bad. I lost a lot of weight. I was down to 160. By the time we moved from California back here to, not back here, but to Texas, I was down to 160. That was probably with all withdrawals from every pill that I ever take, or any drug that I ever take, or any bit of alcohol that I ever drank, and definitely the nicotine in the cigarettes. So did I have anxiety after when I did that? Of course I did. Because it was that's what happens when you quit everything cold turkey like that. You do get anxiety a little bit, but you know what? I don't think that's what causes my social anxiety to this day. So as we go on and go on, life throws you a curveball every once in a while. It's like I went in 2014. I got diagnosed with diabetes, and they told me, the doctor gave me a good talk to. He could see the change in my face, I guess, and he says, here's what you can do. You could go home and pound your head against the wall, and that's not going to change. what's going on with you. You have diabetes, and you're just going to have to deal with it. So basically, I dealt with it. I lost a few more pounds. I had already lost about 60 pounds anyways, but then after that, I lost another 20, 30 pounds. So I lost a lot of weight over the years. Right now, I'm probably around 225. Back then I used to weigh 310. So I think I did really good. Starved myself, but I did good. Did a lot of walking. Still do. But anyways, I don't think that caused my anxiety. Then 2016, I had thought I had a stomach ache, so I went to the hospital, and they found out I had a blocked artery, so they put a stent in. That didn't bother me. It really didn't. I don't understand why. I mean, usually it would have bothered me, but that didn't bother me. So, anyways, I had a stent put in 2 or 3 weeks later. I ended up going back to work with my kids. Worked there for 3 years. Did really good. Then in 2019, then I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. Still didn't cause me stress. What it did is it just, there was nothing I can do about it. It's nothing anybody can do about anything that goes on with your health. It just, you just gotta take every day at a time and hope that you get better. Hope that things get better. Of course, I've had some down things. Every time I've had these echoes done, they get, they ain't getting better. They're getting a little worse, but not bad. But they're still, it's, that's the way it goes. You can't change what you can't change. So that didn't cause my social anxiety. Now I'm going to give you the answer. Here's the answer, which I've known all my life. I've got anxiety or social anxiety or whatever. I got it from, it's hereditary. My dad had anxiety from the time he was 30 years old until he died when he was 88. He had it really bad. He was hypochondriac. I mean, there wasn't you couldn't mention a disease around him if he did. He already says he has it. I mean, the guy was really bad, really bad. He had it so bad, it was pitiful. I never let myself get like that. To this day, it's like when you go to the doctor, I don't go sit and come home and read about it, not right away. I'm not saying I don't, which I do. I go back and read about it and see what I can do about it, and then, go from there. Or it's like getting medications. I don't know if I take so many. If you get medications, they sometimes change the pills because of the different company. Now, I will look up that pill to make sure that the pharmacy didn't screw up and give me the wrong pills. I will do that. Do I read the pamphlets that come with the pills? Not at first. If it's a new pill, I'll wait about a month or two, and then maybe I'll read the pamphlet. Because for one thing, if I read the pamphlet first on a pill, it's a brand new pill, there's a good chance that I'm going to try to argue in my head that I don't want to take that pill. So basically, this is what I'm saying, that anxiety can be hereditary, and I know for a fact. I'm not the only one in my family that's got anxiety. They have each one of them has a different type of anxiety. And, I'm pretty sure my kids, some of them got anxiety, and it's caused from me or their mother, because she has anxiety too. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happened. It's hereditary. So it's a hereditary thing that, but you got to learn to deal with it. And that's the whole thing. You deal with what God dealt you. And this is what he dealt me. So I'm living with it. So I will talk about stuff like this more and more as time goes by. But like I say, this is February, boy. You have a blessed day. I will see you again. Thank you.